Hi, it's Paul Mears here, Chief Executive. I'm just going to give you an update of what we talked about at our March board meeting. The first topic we talked about at the board, which we always do, is it had to have a patient story. And this time we had a patient story which was presented by Dr. Rachel Johns, who's one of our anaesthetists, but also our Clinical Director for Patient Safety. And Rachel talked us through an incident that happened in day surgery, which has actually been classed as a never event, i.e. something that shouldn't happen, which was about removal of a toenail, interestingly enough, from the wrong side, which was down to human error. But what the story was really about was how patient safety, and particularly in theatres, how safety is absolutely paramount, and how we learn from events and incidents to make sure that we improve processes to make sure that those events don't happen again. And Rachel gave a really good presentation of how that event and incident have been looked into, but also how the learning have been shared with the clinical teams involved, and how it's helping inform our approach to patient safety across the wider organisation. We also had a presentation at the board from one of the senior managers in adult social care at Somerset County Council. As you may know, adult social care is under a severe amount of pressure, not just in Somerset but across the country. But recently more money has been announced from the government to help support social care, recognising that social care is often the limiting factor for hospitals in being able to discharge patients. So we were really interested to hear from social care colleagues about how they're planning to use that money to support YDH, to improve our processes for discharge, building on some of the work we've already done with places like Cookson's Court, to enable patients to go home as quickly as they can. So it was a really good overview of some of the challenges they face, but also the opportunities of working together and how that can improve care for our patients. We obviously talked about performance, which we do every month at the board, and it's really positive this month to review our performance report, which had greens across the board. Our A&E performance is achieving consistently well and often is in the top 10 in the country. We've achieved our waiting time performance for 18 weeks. We're achieving our cancer standards, our diagnostic standards. So it was a really, really positive review of our performance, and the board were really happy and very encouraged by the hard work that's gone in across the organisation to achieve that. We also talked about our financial position, and we're on track to deliver our financial plans for the end of the year. We will have delivered nearly £8 million of savings, which is a massive achievement for an organisation of our size, and is about 6.5% of our overall budget. So that's a fantastic effort from everybody across the organisation, and the board were really, really positive about that and congratulated the whole organisation on that achievement. Finally, we also said farewell to Helen Ryan, our Director of Nursing, who many of you will know is leaving the organisation and retiring tomorrow, Friday the 31st of March. So this was Helen's last board meeting. Helen's been a massive influence at the board for the clinical staff across the organisation, and has had to deal with some really challenging policy that's come out from central government over the past few years around nursing, particularly in the wake of mid-staffs and safe staffing levels, has led us through the whole process of our CQC inspection last year, and the board were very sad to see Helen go, but also we were very keen to wish her well for her retirement, as I'm sure we all do across the organisation. So a really packed and busy board, lots of really exciting things going on, but overall a really positive picture of what's happening within the organisation and the standards which we're delivering consistently for our patients, which again was a really positive message that underpinned everything we talked about. So that was really a summary of what we talked about. I look forward to giving you an update from the April board next month. Thanks very much.